Chamatkar Sandhu reporting for MMAPLUS here, pre-fight with Claudio Silva, who is making his UFC debut. And Claudio, first of all, I have to say congratulations. You finally made it into the UFC. Can you just talk us through the timeline of when the UFC approached you about the fight and how you felt knowing that you're finally going to be fighting in the UFC?
Well, man, it's been I've been chasing it a lot, quite a long time. So I went to the Ultimate Fighter in America. I couldn't make it, and my manager just called me and say, "Hey guy, are you at UFC?" Man, I was shocked. I really want to run and scream and like make a party. I'm Brazilian, so we are very emotionally. So I was, oh man, let's make a carnival. Then he said, no way, don't tell your friends and your family. Yeah. And I was hiding from them to like 2 weeks. Yeah. And when I could say it, I just like write on my Facebook, and all my family, all my friends, all my British friends as well and supporters were like amazing. So we are all happy. Even like people from my city, Uberlândia, Minas Gerais, and my area. I come from a quite poor area in Brazil, in Islam. The name is Bairro Tocantins. Like right now they call me, they send me text messages. You are our hero. The kids look after you now, and man, I couldn't be more happier. So I can't wait to make it. I had like a 3 months camp at London Shoot Fighters, so I'm really motivated, man. I know I'm gonna make it.
For those UFC fans that maybe haven't seen you perform before, I obviously know you fought in many different territories. You fought here in the UK, you fought in India most recently. Can you just let the fans know what to expect from a Claudio Silva performance in the octagon?
Well, they can expect the same, man. The guy that moving forward all the time, looking for the finish, doesn't matter how, by knockout, by TKO, by submission, man. That's it. I'm an MMA fighter, so I can play in both aspects and all areas. So I'm really motivated, as I said before, and I can't wait to make it. That's a dream coming true. I've been chasing it. I've been visualizing myself at UFC since I was a kid, since I was first start watch Royce racing, and that's it, man.
You're obviously coming from the London Shoot Fighters camp here, so does it make it a little bit extra special that you're going to be fighting in London in the O2 Arena? It's sold out, so does that add any extra pressure knowing that there's going to be so many fans in there watching you perform?
Well, there is no pressure. Right now I consider myself a British Brazilian because I've been in London for a long time. I love jack potato, I love I love a cup of tea, man. I love fish and chips. The biggest like the biggest dreams I achieved in London. I got my black belt. Right now we open a new brand. A new brand, London Shoot Fight East, down in Canary Wharf. I live local, so and now UFC debut. So man, I hope all the Brazilian community, all the British supporters come and support the British Brazilians.
Let's talk about your opponent, Brad Scott. He's obviously, been fighting in the UFC. He's had a couple. He lost his first, but he fought here in Manchester last October and got a win. What have you made of his performances so far, and where do you think the weaknesses are for you to take advantage of in this fight?
Well, definitely the ground game is his weakness. So my game plan is punch him in the face, take him down, elbow him in the face, and win the fight. So, and also he's a tough guy. He's a really tough guy. He's been at the finals to the Ultimate Fighter. We should give him a credit. So he's a really tough guy. And also UFC, you have no easy fights. So if you're at UFC, you have something special. So can't wait to beat him up.
When I spoke to him yesterday, he said that he was working a lot on his takedown defense. He's obviously been out there at the MMA lab in Arizona, in the United States, working with Joe Riggs, working with Benson Henderson, really making sure that this fight doesn't go to the ground. He wants to keep this fight standing. And obviously, you said that you want to take it down to the ground as soon as possible because that's where you're a specialist at. Is this one of those fights where it's quite clear and it's quite open from both fighters where they want to take this fight, and does that make it a little bit easier to prepare for the fight?
It's not easy to prepare for a fight. We have like a lot of tough sparrings. We have injuries. Some days are really tight, don't want to train. And also, I don't really, it's not a worry for me if he trained with Ben Henderson, Cain Velasquez. I have the best team in London, London Shoot Fighters, John Halfway. I have my teammates, Michael Chipperman. So, man, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been fighting since I was a kid back in Brazil. So, can't wait to show what I can do.
Brilliant. All right. And finally, just to wrap up, we've been speaking to all the media and all the other fighters and fans alike all week long, just asking for their prediction of the main event. So Jimmy Manuwa versus Alexander Gustafsson. Can you just break the fight down for us and give us a prediction of who do you think will win that fight?
Well, I ask you, who you think is going to win?
I have to be impartial. I'm the journalist. I'm completely impartial. I'm asking you.
Well, man, I don't know, man. That's the fight thing, no? Doesn't matter who is the next side. Doesn't matter if you are tall, short, black or white. It's like a men's sport. Both guys has 2 arms, 2 legs. So the guy that want it more, want it badly, is gonna win at the day. So that's what I'm saying. I never say like, wow, I bet my house that this guy gonna win. Because recently we've been seeing the UFC champions, they've been like lost their title. So what can you say?
Yeah, well,
I know I'm going to win.
You know you're going to win.
What I know.
That's what you know. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time. Much appreciated. Good luck with the rest of the weight cut, and we look forward to seeing you perform on Saturday night.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Claudio. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.